Hello.
Hi, Chris. It's Kacey.
Hey, Kacey. How are you?
I'm okay. How about you?
I'm okay. I'm fair now. I just talked to Kim. She gave me some wise words tonight. She talked to you about exercise and veggies, whatnot. And Kim suggested that I get a sports bra because I just know that if I'm going to start jogging, I'm going to feel my man boobs bounce.
Well, this is why you're doing it to get rid of them. I mean, just wear a jacket on top or an extra shirt. There should be no problem. I mean, as long as I mean, no one's gonna care, really. I mean, who do you think goes out jogging? People need to lose weight. You're not going to be the only one.
Yeah. Okay. Would you recommend I wear a sports bra? Because Kim's recommending at this point.
They make okay. Yes, you should. I
Okay.
mean, if you are really that worried, those will keep them down, and you probably should go out and get one soon.
I'm sorry, what was that last statement?
You should go out and get one soon if you want. Because I mean, if you're really worried about 5 miles, then you should go
Yeah.
practice without me, and then that way when I'm there, you could be ready.
Mm. Let me ask you though. When I go shopping for a sports bra, I'm gonna get my tugboat later this week. So I'll probably do you recommend I go to Walmart or a store at the mall? What questions would you recommend I ask for when I go shopping for a sports bra when I'm being assisted?
Well, you don't need to
like
be assisted. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Most of them are in small, medium, large, and extra large sizes. So you just get one that fits. Or you can go to like a sports authority or some type of sports store and they have them. But I mean, the sizes aren't complicated. It's not like a real bra size.
yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Well, let me ask you from your point of view. You've seen me in person. Would you say I'm like a medium large or extra large? Because I know I can say I can. I'm pretty sure I'm not a small.
Um, well, grab the large and the extra large and try them both on and just see whichever one fits.
Okay. So yeah, you're saying that I'm pretty much a large at best. Okay.
Well, I mean, if what I'm saying is if you're really trying to also get into like a sports bra or something, they're going to be designed for women unless you can find the ones that are designed for men. I mean, there are gym things like that that are designed for men, but you'd have to go to like a sports store or something. So I mean, just I'd always try a bigger size first because it's easier to go down than it is to go up. So try you have a Dick's Sporting Goods near you, right? Try there.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try there.
I mean, what okay, like the shirts you wore when you met me, what sizes are those? Like,
Um.
what size is your striped shirt?
Yeah. I think that was. Oh wait a minute. Shoot. I have it right in front of me. My favorite striped shirt. Um. Yeah. I see the L. Yeah. I think it's an XL though because the S is worn out. Yeah. So yeah, that's an XL right there.
You said it's an extra large because I mean, it seemed a bit snug on you last time I saw you. So
Hmm.
maybe you're like a 2X or a 3X.
Oh, that sounds like an. Oh.
There's not
Okay.
that's not bad. I mean, it really isn't. But I mean,
Okay. I mean, it just sounds bad. I don't know.
no, it doesn't. I
Yeah.
mean, you can't let those things have power over you.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. It shouldn't let them have power over me. Hang on a second. Currently wearing a shirt that's a bit looser fitting than
Okay,
that
yeah, go see the size.
one. I'm putting off. I know if I'm a heck of a tag here. Mm. Oh yeah. This one says XL.
Okay, well,
So I,
then I would start there. I would start with extra larges.
okay. Am I making a double XL and a triple XL sports bra?
Yes,
Wow.
I mean, girls have breasts. I mean, even if a girl's
Yeah.
really skinny, but they're large, she's not going to fit into a small. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. It just kind of caught me off guard since I'm a guy. And then I don't know if I was like a bigger guy. Yeah, but they were originally meant for women, but then guys caught on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm cool.
So, anything on your mind besides that?
Um, okay, I can say a little bit. Okay, I talked to my father today about writing up the list of questions he was going to suggest for going to see for Social Security people about the job and the housing and all that. But he was like, "Oh no, I'm planning to going down there with you tomorrow afternoon." So yeah,
Maybe your father doesn't have any faith in you. Maybe he thinks you're going to mess it up. But you know what? You should tell him, look, Dad, I know that you want everything to go well, but it's going to look better on me if I do this. Like, if he wants to take you, that's fine. Like, if he wants to drive, but they're not going to take you seriously if you have your father there. Because then they're going to be like, why are you even bothering?
Yeah, I think I might be underselling myself a little bit anyway, but yeah, I wouldn't even be sure. I just don't feel like even with the basic questions that we have talked about before, I feel like there could be more questions that are like more appropriate. And plus, my father has proven himself to be more of definitely going down to getting the nitty gritty of the details. And
But still, if you let him talk all the time and not you, they're going to think he's doing this for money. They're not going to take you seriously. They're going to think you're trying to abuse the system. And you
yeah,
don't want that, do you?
Yeah, I do not want that. But yeah, but yeah, sure. I can do most of the talking because it's my thing. I can do most of the talking.
Well, I
Just
mean,
don't
they're
know
going to
what
be
the
talking
question.
to you. They're not even going to want to talk to your father. Your father has nothing to do with it. You're 27. I mean, if they're talking to him and not you, then they totally see you as absolutely disabled. And there's no point in doing it anyway. They're going to want to talk to you. They're going to be asking you questions. They're not going to talk to him. The most
Yeah,
that they would talk to him about is if he's your caregiver.
yeah,
And
okay, yeah,
and you want to be more able-bodied than that.
yeah, I do. I do want to be more able-bodied than that. I was still in the midst of confusion, still recovering from the bad graduation, and whole going to college, starting to get used to that. Those were stressful times.
Well, I mean, that's adulthood. What did you think being an adult was going to be? It's never going to get better.
Yeah, and plus, but also I was 18.
Yep, that would be an adult.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, there are some places where it's like they say like 16 you're an adult then. Some places say that.
No, no. Where is that?
Yeah, but I'm just
In
saying no,
America,
not.
that's not true.
I mean, when I turned 21, I definitely felt more like an adult. After I turned 21, than when I did when I was 18 at a time.
Well, just
Sorry,
because
what
you
I
are
was
an
saying.
adult doesn't mean you feel like one. We've discussed this before. But seriously, where are people of age at 16? Where did you hear that from?
Oh yeah, I was looking up a while back. I was looking at age of consent, and
Age of
some
consent
states.
is not an adult thing, Chris.
Well,
You're still not an
okay.
adult with age of consent. Age of consent is bullshit. If you're under 18, people who are older than 18 have no right to be with you or touching you or anything like that. You're not mature enough.
Well, don't be
Why
saying
were
it
you
to me.
looking up age of consent?
I don't know. I was just making sure that I don't remember. Let me think. Let me think.
Chris, that's wrong.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
weren't thinking of trying to
even
date a 16-year-old, were you?
no, 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 no. I mean, but also in some states they don't even say they think it's like a year or two over that would be the legal age of consent for that state. But yeah, it was 18 for Virginia, and that's what I wanted to learn anyway.
So, since you think it's okay, would you date a 16-year-old?
No, I would not date a 16-year-old.
Then why
Or
were you
even a
looking at those
17-year-old.
laws?
I was looking up just for the state of Virginia, and then I just happened to see all the other states along with it.
Well, I mean, even right now, an 18-year-old would be too young for you.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. An 18-year-old would be too young for me. I agree with you. I mean, I was also in my early days. I think this was like, yeah. Looking that up, that was like a few years ago, like mid sweetheart searches. At this point.
Wait, so you were considering someone age of consent, Chris?
No, I was
That's pedophilia.
no. I was never considering 16. I swear, hand to God.
Then
I was
why
never.
would you even be looking it
I was
up?
I was just looking it up for Virginia, making sure that 18 was the age of consent.
18 is when you're an adult. Age of consent has nothing to do with being an adult, like I said. Well, look, like how young would you go right now? What is your ideal girlfriend age range?
Right now, with the youngest I would date would be 21.
That's 6 years apart. Don't you think that's? I mean, I guess it could be worse, but don't you want someone more your speed?
You know, I don't know why I want. I'm still a virgin. I'm still learning.
Dating does not equal sex. Just because you're a virgin doesn't mean you can't think of who you want to date. Are you serious? Do you think dating means you get to have sex?
Eventually, I've heard the rule of thumb though. It's like, after date number 3, then
What?
maybe.
What?
I don't know. I heard it on television.
Because a girl goes out with you 3 times, she should have sex with you like she's obligated to? That's what? No. If somebody did that to me, I'd smack them and I call them a pervert. You have sex when you're emotionally ready. That's horrible. No, get that out of your head.
I can't get that out of my head, but I'm just saying that's what I learned from
You
television.
can have relationships and never have sex. You know that, right? Besides, you shouldn't have sex until you know that you could. I mean, you've got to be sure about that person.
Yeah, I know. I understood that part.
I mean, don't you want to love someone first?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, where'd you get that from? Like TV or something?
I told you. Yeah, television. I've heard a lot of it from television, movies, whatever. That sort of thing.
Like which shows? Which television shows?
I don't remember. It's like, comedy. They were like comedies or something like that.
Okay, so that should tell you. It's a comedy. Comedies aren't real. They're meant to be funny and ironic. I can't believe you thought that. I mean, Chris, what? No. That's just disrespectful to girls too. I mean, they don't owe you anything just because you went on a date with them. You're supposed to be there because you enjoy the pleasure of their company and because you like them, not because you think on the third date you're going to get some. Do you think about that? Do you think about me like that?
No, I do not think of you like that. I mean, you definitely are genuine. You are sweet. I definitely would like to be with you more often. But it's like, I would not ask you unless you felt ready to.
But still, Chris, you're lying to me. You just told me that it's the third date and then bam.
No, it was an idea. It was just a theory. And
That's
theories
not a theory. That's a horrible theory.
Yeah, it is a horrible theory.
I mean, but you need to stop equating relationships with sex. Sex is sex. Relationships are not. You can have sex without a relationship. You can have a relationship without sex. But I mean, I really wouldn't recommend the one night stand sex without relationship thing. But I mean, most people wait like a long time, like months time, or until they get married.
Waiting. Yeah. you know what, that just brings up to my mind, the fact that I've waited. It's been like over 6 years now since I started the sweetheart search, and
Well, you
even
shouldn't
though
search for it because when you're not looking for things happen to fall into your lap like that.
yeah, but the point is though, I waited a long time.
Well, you know that God wants you to wait until you're married. I mean, do you ever think about that? I mean, I think girls would find that admirable if you were going to wait till marriage.
Yeah, but it hurts.
Why would it hurt? I mean, you can have a relationship and companionship without sex. You don't need sex. Sex is not going to make you feel better. If you are looking for sex to fill an emotional gap in yourself, you're going to be sorely disappointed. It's just going to make you feel worse. I mean, if all you want is that physical rush, just do it yourself.
Yeah, I've actually died to myself so many times, even with a hug up, even with a inflatable plastic
Whoa,
doll.
TMI, TMI.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, I've done it so much. It's like I can't even feel that much of a rush from it. Doing it to myself like that.
Well, maybe that is part of your sexual drive. I mean, you should feel pleasure from it.
I did for a long time, but then I don't know. Just like
Okay,
my body
so
got
you feel
used to it.
nothing now?
No, I do feel it. Like when I'm near a woman, I definitely feel it then. And sometimes
You're near a woman? I thought you were a virgin.
I am a virgin. I've never had
Okay,
sex.
then what do you mean by near a woman? I mean, obviously, I don't think you mean you do that near a
No,
woman.
no, no. I meant when I meant. Ow, crap! I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
Okay, well, just calm down. I mean, don't raise your voice at me. We should be adults and being able to have a civil conversation about this.
Yeah, well, I mean, I gave you respect though. I moved the phone away from my head when I shouted
I
that out.
appreciate it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I just felt under pressure. And concerning the concerning socialness, and
Well, I thought you were comfortable with me.
I am comfortable with you, but I'm just saying, like during a long time where it was just me, and I was searching for the woman or any woman, who's willing to
I think
begin a
maybe
friendship.
you're holding that to a standard that you're never going to be able to accomplish. Like, I think that you're holding it to a standard to where if you actually get it, you're going to be disappointed. I mean, you need to lower the bar a little bit. I mean, maybe you just need some friends. Maybe you just need to get out there more. Maybe join a singles group or something.
I'm not even sure if that would be good for me. Or wait a minute, maybe I'm mixed up. I don't know. I feel confused.
Well, being confused is nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, stress and confusion are a bad combination.
Yes, but you need to be able to keep them in check and to get through them. That's part of being an adult, is pushing through everything because you're going to be stressed. You're going to be confused. It's going to happen. But what's going to matter is what you do to push through that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
You're
yeah,
right.
like sex isn't going to solve all your problems. It's just not. It's not going to make everything magically better. In fact, sex opens up so many doors, it can cause problems, especially emotional problems. I mean, because then that's as involved as you can get with somebody. And if you're not ready for it, it's going to cause a lot of shit. Like, don't you think I wish I had waited now? I mean, look at everything that's happened to me. I wish I waited.
Well, I've heard in places where, if you, I'm sure if you talk to your pastor at your church, I think
Chris,
there's like a
I know
thing where
you're
they don't
talking
give them.
about born again virgins. That's a load of
Oh yeah.
bullshit. That's trendy teen shit that they do to make you feel better, but it doesn't erase the fact that you've done it. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to keep that between you and God. But I mean,
Okay, well,
just
it's just I
because
heard that. Okay, it's just I heard that on television as well. I remember hearing on an episode of King in the Hill. It's just I'm
well,
just
once
throwing it
again,
out
Chris,
there.
that's a comedy and a TV. You can't. They were making fun of it. They were making fun of people who think born again virgins really makes them pure. No, you still did it. That's still your mistake, and you're gonna have those emotional scars all your life. Or the memories even. I mean, it doesn't make you anything. You're still you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not having fun, even, doing it yourself, maybe sex isn't for you right now. Maybe you just need companionship. I think you're confusing sex with companionship.
So many things are confusing. Speaking of confusion, I've used to confuse Michael Jordan with Michael Jackson.
Okay, that's weird, but I don't know what that has to do with this situation. You shouldn't keep changing the subject like that.
I know. I'm just saying, talking about confusion. I'm just saying I've confused things before. Things confused
Okay.
people before.
Okay, but
Okay.
that's a little different than this. This is confusing terms and ideas. Like I don't know. Just I think what you need is companionship and friends. I mean, you're putting sex on this pedestal, and people who do that get sorely disappointed. And I mean, what happens if you do it and then you regret it? You should definitely wait until you find someone that you absolutely know, and it's not going to be on the third date.
Yeah.
I mean, you've even said it's not fun. I mean, maybe deep down, what you want isn't sexual type fun, just being with other people.
Let me rewind on that topic though. Actually, lately I have been actually been able to enjoy it. Masturbation. I've actually been able to enjoy it because I've actually had a girl to put in my head to fantasize doing that with. For a long time, I have been doing it. Where I did not have a woman to fantasize that with, and then eventually that waned out to be no fun, and then actually, yeah. And then I started talking to the girls on the internet, and then from the pictures they sent me, that started to get a little more fun. And then they went out, and I got no fun, and it was like a yo-yo thing. And then,
Maybe that's your body's way of saying that you're just being lustful, and that's why it stops being fun because there's nothing emotional about it. Like sex should not just be physical, it should be emotional and physical.
yeah. So I actually did feel emotions for those girls before they left me, or I found out they were trolls.
Well, I can't help you with that. You've got to be more careful with that. But I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. I've learned from my mistakes.
if I guess you do it now, if you have someone you think of now, I mean, are you emotionally attached to that person?
Yes, I can honestly say I do feel emotionally attached.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
maybe you should concentrate on being that person's friend and, getting to know them.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just go straight to that. I mean, I'm happy it's working out for you. That's good. That's a good sign, but it shouldn't be all about that.
I understand. And I will continue thinking about maintaining friendship, and then let it all come when it
Well, I mean, what
happens
happens if it never
eventually.
comes?
Then I guess it just doesn't. I mean, it's just that depends on how my friend, who's been like an angel to me, feels at that time.
Yeah, I mean that's it, but I mean, you've got to be prepared. I mean, I don't know, just this isn't the way to go about it.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it all.
You're welcome.
Your guidance.
Well, I just want what's best for you.
Thank you.
I mean, you're a great friend, and I hope nothing changes.
Yeah, thank you. You have been like an angel to me.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, your guidance and all. It's just like, yeah, it's like that a guardian angel would guide you through.
Well, that's going to be my job. I'm going to be a nurse. I'm going to be helping people. So, that's just what I do. I would do it for anyone.
Yeah, I got some good news though. In case Kim hadn't told you, finally when I went down to the Social Security office, apparently I can earn $980 in a month at a job, and it would not affect my Social Security.
That's good. Is that just for the trial period?
It's like, in general.
So that's forever.
Probably, likely so. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's great news. You see, now go get a job. You can do it. That's awesome. I'm glad you found that out.
Yeah. I already pretty much taking care of Walmart over the internet. I'm going to personally go down to Target tomorrow, as well as McDonald's, maybe Toys R Us, or maybe a place in a mall. I'm not sure yet about those other places. But yeah, I'll definitely be going out filling out applications tomorrow.
That's good. That's good. I'm happy for that. Like, what did you want to do? Like, maybe just be like a door greeter or something?
I think if I could, I would like to be either a shelf stocker, or a cashier, or even.
If you stock shelves, you can work on those muscles.
Yeah, or even just be, mopping up, just be janitorial work. I wouldn't mind doing that.
Oh yeah, that's good. I mean, that's a good humble position. I hope you get it. Just remember, you're gonna have to listen to authority if you do that.
Yeah, it's okay. I can take direction as long as it's up to a certain level of forcefulness. As long as it does not get the impression of a major threat, something like that. But yeah, I could follow direction easily enough.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, definitely good luck on that and keep me posted.
All right, I will. It's like I have a mindset of a younger age. Most of the time, even though I have like the body of an adult. So it's like I like to enjoy the current young type things. Like my children will be eventually enjoying themselves.
Well, I mean, yeah, I know it's good to have nostalgia and everything. Like sometimes, like I'll watch old things like Gem or Care Bears or something, but you still have to grow up. I mean, it can't rule your life.
Yeah, like I should be watching more House or The Office.
If those are things you enjoy, I mean, you don't have to do everything just because I do it.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I do enjoy Seinfeld and Family Guy and Friends. I enjoy those adult comedies.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't quote Seinfeld off the top of my head. It would have just randomly come to me from memory. But George always kind of struck me funny. He's like the quirky guy who's just like being himself, but yet nobody really likes him that much.
So, do you identify with him?
Yes, and relate to me in similar lifestyle, and yeah, fairly much so. Yeah.
So you're like the George Costanza of Sonichu, I guess.
No. And I have not even thought of that, and the thought of that just does not register well to me.
But you just said you identify with him.
George Costanza, that's the worst image to imagine than the retarded open mouth, hey, look at me, I'm some kind of idiot Sanchi fan drawing I recall somebody else doing.
What? It was just a joke. Are you trying to make fun of me? I mean, that's insulting.
No, I'm not making fun of you.
I mean, you can't make fun of people like that. We've been through this before. What are you doing?
No, I was just saying that, like, the image of a George Costanza sonnet show, it just does not appeal to me.
Yeah, but don't call people retarded like that. Like, that was uncalled for. I don't even know where that came from.
If you notice on the ED page, there is a whole bunch of questionable fan art, but it's mostly
Chris, I thought Chris, I thought you didn't like the ED page. Why do you keep telling me to go to it? I mean, if all that stuff is in your life, no, just stop. You talk about it all the time. You need to let it go.
Yeah, I do hate it, but I'm just saying, like, I have seen it before. I have seen it.
Yeah, but like almost every other phone call, you keep talking about it, and you're like, Kacey, go look at it. Kacey, go look at it. I thought you didn't want me to.
Yeah, I do not want you to look at it. I don't have to talk about it. But I'm just saying, they just make me look stupid. Those artists are just drawing those to make me look stupid.
I see that you've favorited some new videos. There's one of them that's an anime that I actually really like. So I mean, no, the Welcome to the NHK.
Wait.
You don't know what videos you favorited?
I probably like, it's like, wait, okay, well, was this a recent add to my favorites list?
Yes.
Welcome to the NHK.
Yes.
I don't even remember. I do not even remember that one. I hope nobody's hacking into my YouTube again.
But
I should take a look at that.
But you left a comment. I mean, it's...
Yeah, I do not remember that. Oh my God, I hope nobody's got into my YouTube again. I'll have to take a look at that after we finish up here.
No, I'm pretty sure everything's okay. I mean, you left some weird comment saying that it was something to do with Christopher or something. I mean, do you do things that you don't remember?
If I did, I don't know.
I'm going to take that as a yes.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if I did, and I wasn't supposed to, if I didn't know it after the fact that I did, it would definitely be like, I don't know. And if
I guess, does Christopher know?
No, I wheeled him away Monday night, and I have not heard from him since. I mean, you were right. That was just a possession. I was being possessed. Probably by trolling, probably by ghost of one of the past trolls that died.
What? What do you think it is?
What you told me, because I was being possessed. Otherwise, yeah. I mean, I was aware of what was going on with that guy. So, definitely was not split personality. I mean,
there's a comment that read, "I want out, Christian." So you think it's the ghost of a troll that died? Which troll?
I don't know. There's like a number of them. Like I can name two off the top of my head. Matt Smovania, who posed as Julie during that Julie fiasco, and then there's Clyde Cash.
Well, I mean, from what you told me, I thought Max was alive. I thought Clyde was the only one who was dead. You think it's Clyde?
I don't know everything. I don't know. I'm just speaking theories right now. I don't know for sure.
What happens if he's still in you? Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
No, this is scary. Oh my gosh.
It's scary. But anyway, I willed that second guy out of my head Monday night, and I have not heard from him since.
But I thought you talked about him the other day. I mean, are you sure? I mean, if it's really that strong of a possession, it could be tricking you. Maybe that's why you're going blank. I mean, you talked about this yesterday. So you couldn't have sworn it off on Monday.
No, I willed it away. Will. W-I-L-L.
Okay, you couldn't have willed it away, though, because you were mentioning this yesterday. Well, okay, let's just hope that it is gone.
No. Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday, but it's like, I wasn't sure I had willed it away completely. I wanted to make sure, but waiting, couple of days to a full week before I make a final statement or write my theory of having wielding that guy away was true or not.
Okay. I'm not sure if that quite makes sense, but okay.
It's like, you want to make sure.
Maybe you should still see that doctor,
Yeah.
Have you made an appointment or have you seen one?
Yeah, I've made an appointment with Dr. McGovern. And, I know what, I'm going to talk to him. And I'll
see him soon?
Yes. I'm also going to ask him about the gym membership discount.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I hope you can get one.
Yeah. That would be good. By the way, I've also mentioned to my mom, but not to my father, about my shopping for a sports bra.
Yeah, I don't think that. I'm not sure your dad would be comfortable with that.
Yeah, but my mom was more understanding on that topic.
Oh, so your mom agreed?
Yeah, she did.
I mean, you are older, so you don't have to tell them anything. You don't have to tell them everything, Chris. I mean, especially with adult decisions like that, you can't go running back to them. But I'm glad she agreed with you.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like my mom should know, since I'm gonna start exercising. I'm gonna start going out and jogging. But then then I told her before about my man boobs and my concern about them. So then there's I wanted to let her know that I do notice that when I move about crazy, I do shake about and that bothers me. So yeah, I'm in the market for a sports bra, and then she agreed with me on that.
Okay, well, as long as she agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's great. But I mean, since we're friends, you're gonna have to make some effort too. So I mean, and speaking of us being friends, Kim told me something interesting. This girl named Scout?
Oh yes, Scout.
Well, apparently you had an email telling her that I wasn't your sweetheart yet, but we were warming up to each other. What do you mean by that?
Oh, well, I was just saying that, let me think a moment. Oh, yeah, Scout and I were going to meet up, and we were going to eventually meet together and, hang out, but then it just never came up.
That doesn't have anything to do with what you told her. I'm still in love with my Chris. I'm still going through a lot. So why would you tell people things like this? I mean, what did you mean by that? That we're warming up to each other? And yet.
I mean warming up to each other as friends.
You said that I wasn't your sweetheart yet. How hard is it to understand that right now we are friends?
I understand deeply.
Can't you just say we're friends? It's like you're trying to mold me into something or trap me. That's not cool. I mean, what happens if we're going to be forever friends? I mean, what happens if I'm in love with Chris forever? I mean, what happens if, even though the circumstances were horrible, he's my true one?
Well, do you really feel that way right now?
Right now, I do. And that's why it hurts so much.
Well, if you really want to go out and find him, I will not send you away.
I know, just we need to be friends, Chris. You need to tell people that we're friends. You can't plot behind my back like that.
Okay.
I mean, how hard is it to say friends?
Yeah, it's not very hard, but it's called wishful thinking.
I know, but the thing is, it's wishful. You should keep it to yourself. I mean, if something happens, it does. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. The thing is that you just can't do that. I mean, that's just going to make me angry and push me away. And you need to be respectful of my feelings and how much I love someone else, even if he can't be with me.
Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry.
Well, I hope you do. Because, that just irritates me that you're doing that behind my back.
Well, I can undo Scout. I think, yeah, Scout is pretty much the only one I've told that to at this point. I mean, it's not like I made a YouTube video, which I did not. I swear to God on that.
Well, I hope not.
I promise you I would not.
Kim said it was your dad's birthday today, so did you guys do anything else besides getting the smoothie?
Yeah, my mom, yeah, I was going to get my father, I remembered it was my father's birthday yesterday, and a couple of days before that as well. But unfortunately, I had the money in my bank, and I spaced out, and I forgot to buy my father a present. But, it's all good. My father doesn't usually, don't usually want much. It's like, I can just, so it's as simple as, I can go to Walgreens and get a bag of maple nut goodies from him. He likes those maple nut goodies.
Okay. Well, did he get any other presents?
Yeah. After we got back home from lunch, apparently there was a box on our front porch from a Cherry Grove Tree Company. It was like a little birthday box, and then it was.
Oh,
like
I heard of them. They do online orders.
I'm sorry, what?
I've heard of them. They do online orders. Like
Yeah.
edible arrangements in 1-800-Flowers. So what did he get?
Yeah, there was a little teddy bear, small bag of
Aww.
fancy cookies, as a couple of fancy pieces of chocolate, and some spheres of hard candy.
Oh my gosh! So he was nice enough to send that to him. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, but except get this on the message note. They said those from Vivian and friends. The only Vivian I know is Vivian G, who was that witch.
Oh my gosh, that's so nice of her.
Yeah, but
so I mean,
so even though that's not,
you did it right. I mean, did your dad like it?
Yeah, he liked it. Mostly shared it with my mom.
Oh, that's so awesome, though. Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I was talking to Kim about that as well. And, it is a nice gesture, but
yeah, you should totally be happy to have friends like that. I mean, you should thank her. I mean, look at that. I mean, she got your dad a present when you didn't even. I mean, that's just amazing of her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was planning on making a video thanking her for that, but still, that doesn't win me over. It does not turn my feelings around with her on that note.
I don't see why you're trying to make this a bad thing. I mean, she did a very big gesture of goodwill. I mean, it was towards your dad of all things. I mean, that's huge. But I mean, what did she do that's making you so mad?
Come on, if you look on our YouTube account, Bivy the G, which is one of my I unsubscribed to that, and I blocked her from my YouTube. Or maybe I did. But
she must have done something really bad. What was it?
But anyway, shoot, she made behind my back. She made these audiobook parodies to my comment pages, and she just did not have my permission on that. She was Clyde Cash's cousin, and Clyde Cash was a major troll in my life. Just really.
Oh, well, maybe you should make a video concerning that. I mean,
I'm talking. Okay, well, please, may I finish? Anyway.
Whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, aside from that, aside from that, in addition to all that, she just made a whole bunch of mockery out of me. She just mocked me a whole bunch, and slandered along with the trolls. I mean, she was no better than the rest of them.
How did she mock you?
Watch any of her audiobooks, and you'll find her audiobooks, and you'll find, or yeah, you watch any of her videos, and you'll find out. But anyway, also, shit, I lost my train of thought.
Well, I mean, it just seemed like she just gave your comics a voice. I mean, I thought they were pretty good. It's just the comics in audio form. I mean, she didn't change any of your text or anything. Lots of books have audiobooks.
Yeah, anyway, I remember what I was talking about. She also wrote this book that she sent me a copy of. I did not read it, and I did not care to. I loaned it to my pastoral counselor, Rocky Shoemaker. She read some of it, and it was just mostly mockery against me and my character, and my science characters, and my real life feelings.
Did it actually have your name in it?
I wouldn't know. I have not read it.
Well, then how do you know?
She based it.
Maybe it's a wonderful book.
No, it's not that. No, it's not that great a book. She just basically.
You didn't know though if you didn't read it.
She copied my life though. She called it the girl. I think she titled it "The Girl Who Fought the World," something like that.
Well, that doesn't even sound like you. You're not a girl, are you? I mean, I think you should read it. Give it a chance.
But it's like, she portrayed the girl being me, or me being a girl.
Well, I think maybe you're trying to read into it too much. I think you should just read the book.
I might. That's what I get back.
Most definitely, I want to read it. That sounds exciting. But
anyway,
why didn't you want to read it if it's from your friend?
She was never a friend. She was a troll. And worst off, she was a cousin of a bigger troll.
Well, maybe you should make a video about that. Like really let your anger and rage out.
Yeah, I will think about that, and I will do that later.
I mean, if you've never addressed her like that, you should.
Yeah. Anyway, if I may, I would like to change the subject. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, I went out and did my shopping Wednesday, and I found a set of 3 sports bras for $10 at Walmart.
Oh, yeah, Kim sent me the pics. How are you liking them?
Yeah, they feel really comfortable.
That's good.
Really good. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's
are
like,
you using them for jogging like you said?
Yeah. I went out. I told you I exercised and worked. While wearing the first bra. But I could definitely felt the difference. But it's like it definitely was comfortable.
What colors do you have?
What?
What colors do you have?
Okay, hang on. Let me get back to that. Though. But anyway, during the whole time, my man boobs did not bounce. Like, before the bra, it's like, they would bounce and I feel it, but it's like, they don't bounce as much, and it's hardly noticeable. Anyway, yeah, you were asking me about my size just now?
No. What colors do you have?
Oh, I'm going to get some more, but yeah, the 3-pack, there was 1 gray, 1 white, and 1 denim blue. Or sky blue, really, more appropriate, yeah.
Why are you getting more? You need more?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't want to end up wearing the same one every day, I mean.
You're going to wear them every day, not just for exercise?
Yeah, I'm gonna exercise every day.
Oh, but so you're going to wear them all the time, though?
Yeah, I'm thinking about that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it just feels really good, and it's like, I'm like turned on to the sports bra. But,
I know,
yeah,
normally they're just for sports.
I know.
But I mean, I guess you wouldn't have to worry about getting a real bra because all the frilly, lacy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, but I do plan on starting a regimen of exercises daily. Going out at least for walking, jogging. And I'm
just remember, you got to get
my
your heart rate up, or else it's for nothing. You got to get that cardio in.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Good. Make me very proud.
Okay. Anyway, let me go ahead and get this off my mind for a bit. When I went shopping for a bra, I saw them like something for. I think it was you or Kim, one of y'all. I think it was you though. It told me about small, medium, large, extra large, double extra large, triple extra large, those sizes. But it turns out instead of those letter sizes, it was like number sizes. So I had to ask.
Oh, so they went by bust size?
Yeah, so I had to ask the nearby lady to measure my bust size. Turned out it was a 43.
Oh, a 43.
Yeah.
I bet
so
she was really shocked. You're like, hey, please measure me.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little bit embarrassed at first, but I was like, I felt like I emotionally prepared myself for it. I mean, I emotionally prepared myself to go shopping for sports bras, so definitely it's like it pretty much followed in a suit. It made it easier for me to accept it, so I could measure my butt. So I could ask to get my butt size measured. Anyway, I got a set 342s.
Okay. I mean, as long as they fit.
Yeah, I fit great. Feel awesome.
That's good. That's good. As long as you're happy.
I can see how you women feel like when your breasts start coming out, and then it's like you need the support of a bra to keep them in check, and so they don't bounce about. It's like now I understand that.
What? I guess. I don't really have a problem with my structure. I mean, they pretty much can hold themselves up on their own. I mean, I just wear it for other obvious reasons.
What you mean, like for looks?
Well, yeah, that, and it's socially acceptable, and if you get cold, you want to make sure that you have a bra so that your nipples aren't sticking out. Come on.
Yes, I have heard about that. But yeah, and the support and the warmness is like I can relate to women in that sense. It's like now I understand that.
Yep, show off your feminine side, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you should know as well as I do. Like, in the chromosomes there is an X and a Y in every dude, and yet there are two X's in every woman.
Yes, that is how genetics work.
Yeah, so there you go. If it was like every guy was totally a guy, they'd be like two Y's, and it don't work. It don't work
I don't
that
think
way.
genetics quite works like that, but
Yeah, they don't work that way. That's what I was just saying.
I mean,
But
yeah.
yeah, and I still feel straight, and it's like yeah, when I took the pictures that you just received from Kim, I sent them to Kim first.
Uh-huh.
Before I went and took those pictures, I wanted to think about it further. It's like so yeah, I shaved the hair on my belly. Yeah, I got hair on me, so yeah, I kept the chest hair and whatnot. We can talk more about that another phone call after I finish up my thought here.
Your
But
what?
anyway, my
Oh, your
belly.
thought. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Anyway, then after I shaved off my belly hair, then I just spent a whole minute just looking at myself without my shirt on, and yet with my bra on, just looking at myself in the mirror for 1 minute, studying myself. It's like at first I didn't know what to think. So it's like that's why I stood in the mirror and looked and took a good long look there. And then I went to feed my cats and checked the mail into my mailbox, and that was like about 15 minutes later. Then the thought came back,
Wait,
and I was
did you go outside in your sports bra?
no, I put my shirt back on.
Oh, okay.
No, I put my shirt back on before I went outside. After I had the thought, the image from what I saw in the mirror came back to me, and I was like, yeah, I look pretty good. And I can accept this. I can get used to this, and then I just felt confident for when I stood in front of the camera and took the pictures, and I later sent to Kim.
Oh, well, think about how confident you're going to be too when you exercise and work those things off so that you don't even need a sports bra. I mean, now that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's true. But then again, I had these man boobs since I was 8 years old. About.
Well, that's not really how the way our bodies work. I mean, if you lose weight, you're going to lose it there too.
Well, we'll see what happens after I get lots after I strive
Chris,
enough
who's going to be in the medical profession? Come on.
You are.
I mean, yeah, I guess, maybe if you were a little chubby back then, it would be possible. But, I mean, come on.
Yeah. Okay, you are going to the male profession. I almost said confession. You're learning. Yeah, you're learning right off the bat. It's like you can currently, you're learning as you go, but you don't know. But it's like you know as much as you do, and I appreciate that.
No problem.
And yeah, I mean, you still got a lot to learn, but you still got a lot to learn. But yeah, you know a lot. You know a lot right now. So yeah, who's going to the medical profession? You are.
Yes, I've been studying this since I knew I wanted to be in the medical profession.
By the way, when was that? How old were you when you first decided?
10.
Wow. So you started like sometime during middle or high school?
When I was 10, I was in elementary school.
Yeah. Elementary. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I get a little confused because you see, I was then I was in Providence Middle about I turned 13 when I was in Providence Middle. So I guess at 10 one would be likely in elementary school still. Yeah.
Yep.
I just had to sort that out in my head just now. Okay, so really, you took classes. You learned some things while you were in elementary school.
Well, I mean, I just always wanted to be it, and I've always loved books, so I would read on my own. Wasn't necessarily, in the school curriculum.
Yeah. Anyway, that's good. Very good. I commend you for it.
Thank you. What did you want to be when you were little?
Yeah, shoot. I never knew what I wanted to be when I grew up. I mean, the closest thing that I would have ever thought I would have wanted to be when I grew up was a cowboy.
A cowboy?
It was like only for a short while during that phase. And yet, other than that, every time I was asked, where do you see yourself 5 years from now, I never have an answer. I always draw a blank.
That's not good. You should get some goals. I mean, even if you don't exactly meet them, as long as you have those goals.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, for a while I could answer that question, where do you see yourself as 5 years? Oh yeah, I'm married and I have a daughter named Crystal.
I don't know. I don't think most guys would think that's something to be proud of. I mean, yeah, family's important and all, but don't you want to make something of yourself? You need to have goals.
Yeah, well, I mean, currently I am starting to make some goals and setting those up for myself. Like,
Where did you get the name Crystal anyway? I mean, it sounds like, like that champagne that rappers drink, like the stripper.
Okay. I have first heard the name Crystal for being my daughter in my early teens, or even as young as 10 years old. Whereas, like, I think, this is my first dream I'm talking about here. The first of many, where I'm leaving the office and I had my daughter there with me.
Right, you told me this. But I just asked where you got the name from. I don't need to hear the dream again.
Yeah, I know, but this is it. In the dream, I called her Crystal. I knew her name was Crystal. That was the first time right there, that dream. In the office, stuff was going on in there. It's like, oh my God, I have to go save my daughter, Crystal.
You ever think that maybe that was just a dream?
I thought it was a lot more than that. It was like, I thought it was like God telling me what my future was going to be, that I would have a daughter named Crystal.
Well, I mean, okay, so when do you think you're going to get married?
Wait,
so
what?
you could start this family. Like, when do you want to get married by?
Why would I want to get married by?
Yeah, when do you want to get married by? Like, like age 30, age 40?
Yeah, I would like to get married before I turn 30.
Oh, well, you've got some work to do.
Yes, I do. And to think and I have been working. Like, I realized, I should be going out dating. I should be dating women. I realized that
Well, I mean,
I'm a
it's
birth.
not even
It's
that.
my first
You're gonna
birthday.
have to go get jobs, and you're gonna have to, get a group of friends. I mean, you're just gonna have to create a whole life really quickly. I mean, a girl's not just going to look at you and go, "Oh, look, you live with your parents." You're gonna need a steady job and a place.
Yeah, well, at least I'm working on the job front. I'm filling out
Oh, I know, but
applications
if you want to go by
online.
30, you only have 3 years, and that stuff takes time. I mean, do you have any savings to do this with?
I have a savings account. Yes.
But are there savings in that account?
Yes, there are a few dollars in there.
A few dollars? Like, I'm talking
Yep.
like thousands of dollars. Or do you
Yeah, but I
literally
add.
mean like a few dollars?
Yeah, but it's like I add into it every month. I mean, I originally had started at 200, and then in past impulses, I've improved on my impulses. So
So
I
you
spend out of
don't have
that
any
200.
savings,
I
is
have
what you're saying.
okay, I currently have $10. But I'm letting that grow. It's like, if it's not above, it's not 200 above, they charge me $4 for having the savings account there. $4 a month. So like I got to put a little bit back. I got to put as much as I can. I'm a monthly sub out so that I can make it grow back up. But then now that I've learned it, I can make as most as $980 in a month
Uh-huh.
without affecting my social. That's like, I'm going to take what I earned from my job and put it directly into my savings account and save it.
Okay, well then you can't impulse buy then.
Yeah, that is the case. And I accept that.
Well, I mean, have you bought anything recently from like the PlayStation 3 store or any video games?
Not on impulse. It was planned out of my budget, so I still have like $50 in my main bank account.
Oh, well, how
So
long did you have these things planned?
I had planned for a few weeks.
Oh, well,
It
that's
was like
almost like impulse.
uh, anyway. Firstly, there was Guitar Hero 5. I only had to pay 48 something out of that. I had put the $5 down cash, and then I traded in a few more games, and then I had to go and get a new copier scanner for $69. And then I want to catch up in my PlayStation Network account, so I bought a $50 card. And then, upon the recent necessities, upon realizing that, I also spent $10 in the sports bras.
Well, I mean, look how much you spent on video games. I mean, that's a lot in like a day or two. That really is, especially like if you had bills, you couldn't do that. I mean, how could you have spent that much even if it was planned and yet you didn't get your dad a birthday present?
I forgot about the birthday present. I can get them. I can get them to maple nut goodies, and I will.
But still, that's a lot to spend on
But yeah,
video
but yeah, I'm
games.
trying. I'm trying to not do so much impulse buying, and I'm trying to save.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to work better on that because you just spent a ton on video games at once.
And I thought we discussed before that all that money on the video games did not happen all at once.
No. I'm talking about what you just told me. That's still a lot to drop on video games at once.
And plus, on that rate, yeah. $60 for the Guitar
I mean,
Hero 5.
I wish I could do that.
And then I only did 50. And then I only did 50 for the PlayStation Network, and I paid $70 for the new parent scare copy that I needed, so I could print my comics to send out one copy to the copyright office, and then 3 more a month between Marvel, Dark Horse, and Archie's.
I know that's still a lot of money just to drop that. I mean, like, I wish I could drop that on stuff I wanted or even needed.
Yeah, well, during the longer time, I did not really have any goal-oriented plans. But now,
Well, if you want to get married at 30, you better start getting those plans.
yeah, well, I mean, fortunately, with the recent events and talking to you and Kim, I am starting to put my plans together.
Well, 3 years goes by pretty quickly, so good luck.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, have you ever thought of selling your video games for money, like the ones you don't play anymore?
Yeah, I thought about that, and I did not wish to do that.
Why not? I mean, if you don't use them.
I'd like to be able to hold on to them for my daughter to enjoy, or even my son, my children.
But by the time you have children, there'll be better video games out. I mean, stuff improves all the time. I mean, they'll be able to get ROMs, if anything.
They'll be able to get ROMs.
Yeah, ROMs are wonderful. That, I mean, it keeps the clutter away because they're all in a nice little, megabytes and all that stuff. And, you can just join GameFly or something like that. I mean, think of just how much room you would save. I mean, besides, maybe your kids won't like video games. Maybe they'll be more into sports.
Well, at least for me to enjoy then. I'm a nostalgic type person, and I often get nostalgia. And sometimes I like to.
Well, so do I, but even I know that I have to keep up with the times. I mean, what of your old games have you played recently? Like, the oldest of the old.
Which ones I played recently?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, recently I've played a few levels of Knuckles Chaotix on my 32X.
And that's it?
I also played the egg stomping game on my NES with my power pad, but then I took the power pad away, back to where it was.
Well, I mean, how about you just sell the ones you don't play?
Yeah, well, that's a lot for me to sort through.
Well, you gotta do it eventually. I mean, if not, you're gonna be like a hoarder or something.
A what?
A hoarder? Somebody
I never heard that.
It's a pack rat. It's somebody who has a psychological problem where they can't give up their stuff and they fill their house with junk. I mean, it's somebody who hoards things.
As if I haven't already been established with that lifestyle, because my mother and my father are pack rats. I think we've established that before in previous conversations.
I don't think you've really talked to me about that, but maybe you should set an example for them.
All right, well, let me just refresh it though. Yeah, my mom, between my mom and dad, they bring home stuff. Most of my mom though, including, like, we have these 2 couches in my room that my mom says she's going to take out the old couches, take out a couple of the old couches, replace them with the new ones. No, she never did. The two couches are just sitting one on top of the other at the edge of our living room. And also this hutch in the kitchen that she said she was going to put together, but she never did. We also got like a couple of pieces of furniture. I don't even remember what they are downstairs, where it's like you cannot even get into the music / computer room downstairs anymore. We have a computer in the kitchen up here, by the way. It's easy to get to. And also between I don't know, shelves, filing cabinets, or whatever.
Well, why don't you
Anyway,
do it for her? I mean, your parents are old. Maybe they just need the help. Why don't you take out the old furniture and put the new ones in? I bet you could do it. I mean, you helped out with all that brush in your yard, so obviously you're pretty strong.
yes, but it's like, and I would love to do it for them.
Then
But
just
it's
do
like
it.
they have to. It's like I've been waiting for them to make the plans, and I do not know where to put everything. Like
You
I do
don't
not
have
know.
to make any plans. Just take the old couches out, arrange for bulk pickup, or arrange for Goodwill to come get them. The end. It's so simple.
It's not as simple as you think. Plus, we got a whole bunch of other clutter.
Just give it away.
And
If they haven't used it, if no one has used something in a year, you don't need it. Just get rid of it. You can live without it. You should totally clean it for them.
And then my mom's gonna yell at me, and then definitely would probably throw me out of the house.
No, I think they'd be happy that you did something. Maybe you should talk to them then. Be like, hey, I want to clean up the house. I'm going to get rid of stuff.
I have talked to them. And I have talked to them. They're always like, no, 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 no. You don't do that. You do that, we're going to kick you out of the house.
Well, that's a very bad position to be in because that's unhealthy for you to live in. That's extremely unhealthy.
Yeah, tell me about it. Oh, I got a bit of a headache right now.
Yeah, I can understand the feeling. So, but yeah, that rage you're showing, maybe right now you should go make that video because, you can just put all that anger that you just showed me into it. I mean, all that frustration, just go and get that video done. It'll make you feel a lot better. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah. There's going to be a yoga session this Wednesday. And I'm planning on going to it, to meet some new people, hopefully make some new friends.
That sounds awesome. I hope you do.
Yeah.
That's good for you.
Yeah, plus it's yoga, so I've only heard of yoga on television.
Well, yoga takes a lot of flexibility and balance, so just don't overdo it.
Yeah. Okay. I know they talk about yoga a lot in Wii Fit.
Yeah, well, it's a lot different than Wii Fit. I mean, do you think you have pretty good flexibility and balance?
Oh yeah, I think I do. I think I do well.
I mean, are you really good at the Wii Fit? Do you play Wii Fit a lot?
No, I do not currently own Wii Fit. But
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. I was talking about on the balance. I think I have a fairly good balance. Sometimes I even go about as long as about a whole song track on Guitar Hero standing on one leg.
Oh, yeah, that sounds interesting.
I mean, have you ever tried that playing Guitar Hero on the guitar, standing on one leg?
That sounds kind of funny to me. I mean, but
Yeah.
standing on one leg isn't that hard.
Yeah, but it's like you gotta make like a flamingo and bend the other leg upward, and it's like you definitely gotta definitely have balance doing that.
I suppose so. I mean, especially if the guitar's heavy. I don't know. I haven't played Guitar Hero. I've only played Rock Band, but I guess they're the same ones, right?
Yeah, they're guitars. Even though there's Rock Band has the Fender Stratocaster and the new upcoming Beetle Recreations, and guitar is mostly Gibson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, although I will let you know about this though. Between Guitar Hero and Rock Band guitars, I definitely like the Guitar Hero guitars better because they click, and the Rock Band guitars they're just flimsy.
Well, I like real guitars better. I think they're sexy.
Yeah, well,
especially when guys can write music and songs.
Yeah.
I would love it if a guy wrote a song for me.
maybe I can write a song. Because, between Guitar Hero World Tour, Metallica, and Guitar Hero 5, they have song creation. It's just called
I
GH
know,
Mix.
but like I mean like on a real guitar. I mean it's like, Chris did that for me. It was I love yeah. He didn't write a song for me, but he did play guitar and it was just nice. But I would love, like a real song written for me.
Yeah, well, I don't play real guitar, but think about this. On Guitar Hero Mix, on GH Mix, you have to actually coordinate the music between all the instruments. I mean, you can do more than just guitar. Mix up. You can mix. You can definitely blend in the bass, the lead, the rhythm, and the drums, and actually sing.
Oh, cool. Well, I mean, it's still not real guitar, but I mean, I guess if you're compensating for something, but I mean, if you want to do that for me, I'd appreciate it.
I would be happy to do that for you. Yeah, I looked over the bra creation over in that side Belk. No sports bras to be found.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't usually go there to get my uh bras. I go there,
Okay.
I go to like Victoria's Secret and like Fredericks and stuff.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, 'cause you like to wear fancy bras.
Well, that and they're just comfortable and supportive,
Hmm.
and they're
Yeah,
nice
so
quality.
yeah. Well, that's your opinion, and I respect that. But just to let you know, though, the sports bra I'm wearing, which came in the 3-pack, food the room blend, some cotton with I forget what the band's made of. But anyway, they feel these sports bras just been really comfortable for me. I mean, like if you want to try it, that's good. I can encourage that.
Okay, cool.
And plus, you definitely get them in a multi-pack. 3-pack for like $10. At least Walmart here sells them for that price. 3 for 10.
Oh, I mean, wash them.
I'm sorry, what?
You don't have to buy tons of them. You can just wash them. Like, I mean, unless you're doing it for style, there's no reason to have a lot of them.
Yeah, I currently have 6, but I understand from my mom that I could wear a bra three. I could wear a bra for 3 days, but then switch over to a new one.
Well, also with those things, I know you've never used them before, but you need to, let them air out every night. And, I
Okay.
at least
Yeah.
spritz mine with, a little bit of spray cleanser. Maybe some Febreze, maybe anything. But I mean, I
Uh,
also wear perfume and stuff, so
okay, so wait a minute. Spray what for Febreze?
yeah, use some Febreze. That would work.
Yeah, so wait a minute. You're talking about spraying the bra with Febreze.
Of course, you don't put that on your skin.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I understood. Okay, I'll just go ahead and get it out of the way. How big was Chris's penis?
What? What?
I just asked you how big was Chris's penis?
That's a really odd question for you to ask me. Um, but I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you it was definitely a little around 9 inches.
Okay, okay. I mean, really? 9 inches?
Yeah, sometimes it hurt, but it was good and it was thick.
Shoot, mine only gets like 7 inches. I
I
mean,
know,
seven
I'm sorry.
inches at
This
best.
is just a weird question.
I just felt like I had to know.
I mean, okay, why do you need to know? I mean, I thought you weren't interested in other people's penises, but just tell me, why do you need to know?
I mean, like, who was the in a sense, who was the bigger man there?
Yeah, I guess he won that. But
Well,
I don't, okay. I mean, It was just, 9, thick and straight. It was there.
Okay. Well, I mean, while I'm feeling discomfort in the,
You're the
like,
one who asked about how he rocked my world with it.
well, I did not necessarily ask how he rocked your world. I just asked how big it was.
Well, I mean, come on. I mean, you
Like,
opened that up.
yeah, okay, but it's like, I just pretty much established this with Kim, but I definitely have an insecurity. Like, and well, that's one of my insecurities, like, in comparison to other guys. Yeah.
So you don't like other people's penises, but you want to hear about them so you can compare yourself to them.
No,
I
actually, this
don't
is the
I
first.
don't do that with like women's breasts.
Actually, this is the first time I asked that question, but it's like, I just felt like I had to know.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, why?
Yeah, 'cause it's like, it just makes me think that, like, I have been on and off and on about, like, increasing the size of mine, but and then it's just like, I wasn't sure if the pill, if the, I mean, for about 2 separate months, I had taken Extends, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
I just hadn't seen the big difference. Except for, like, just after taking it, it definitely showed a maximum of 7 inches erect. Oh, by the way, I actually measure it. It's like 4 inches limp.
Okay. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, but anyway,
I mean, I
okay, well,
just
yeah.
thought the only way you can get a big difference is to actually get surgery, but
Haven't you seen the? I'm sure, surely you've heard the penis extension pills.
yeah, but I thought they weren't supposed to work. I mean, most of them aren't even approved by the FDA and stuff. But I mean, they also say that losing weight helps. They say that every 20 to 30 pounds of fat that you take away, an inch comes back. I don't know if that's true or not. That's probably a rumor.
Yeah, it does sound like a rumor, but real. Yeah, it
Hey,
does
no
sound
harm
like
in
a
trying,
rumor.
right?
Yeah, at least I'm starting a daily regimen of exercising, and I'm taking the appropriate steps, and I'm losing my Buddha belly.
Okay. Well, I have a question that's been just going through my mind because you know how you told me how much you think I weighed. How much do you think Kim weighs? I just want to see what you think.
How much Kim weighs? I'm not sure. I'd say, I don't know, 175, 150, somewhere between there.
What did you say again? I'm sorry.
I said about 150 to 175 is my guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I can't remember how much you said you weigh. Did you weigh yourself recently?
Yeah, last time I checked, when I was going in for my quad checkup with my doctor, they had to wait. They had to, like, put me on a scale just to check see how much I weighed, and do my blood pressure and all that. But anyway, yeah, I'm about somewhere between 215 and 220.
Well, I mean, have you done it recently, like within the past couple weeks?
Yeah, we don't really have a scale here at home, so it's kind of hard for me to do that. Mm. Oh yeah, actually, I asked my mom earlier today about, like, why she thinks that, I often blank out, or or I'm often confused. She
Uh-huh.
theorizes it's because, I'm a creative, and, I'm a very creative guy, and it's like, I have so many creative thoughts coming in and out, and then it's like, they differ from what's currently in my mind, and
Well, I
it's
mean,
like it's
I'm
it,
really
it,
creative and I don't blank out. I'm serious when I say that's a serious, serious thing that could mean there's something wrong with you.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't
just
know.
blanking out like that could mean you're not getting adequate nutrition. That could mean you're dehydrated. That could mean you actually have something wrong seriously, like a tumor or something.
Well, I don't know. But anyway, it was a theory my mom had. But anyway, point was, like, so many incoming creative thoughts, this pretty much derails my train of thought and puts me in a blank state or confusion. That's just a theory. That's just what my mom, from my mom's point of view, and how she understands it. Something like that.
I don't know. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Okay. Okay. Say you're having. Okay. Say you want to remember something from from like 10 conversations ago, but then you try to remember, but it's like, it's hard for you to remember because you get all your incoming creative ideas at the time, or
The brain doesn't work that way.
come on, the memory in the brain is like it's a random access memory, just like in any computer, it's random.
No, it's not. No.
Did your voice just did your voice just get deep there when you said no just now?
Sorry, I covered my hands. I covered my mouth with my hands. Just.
Oh. Okay. It could be just.
It was
yeah,
it was just my voice echoing through my hands. That's all it was, Chris. That's all it was.
Okay.
I mean, yes, there have been comparisons to the brain being like a computer, but it's not like that. It's not like a switchboard where things can get plugged up or anything. I mean, there's so many different places in your brain that have to do with memory, and that I just don't even know how to explain this.
Yeah. Okay, but you're probably right. It could be the nutrition thing, but I'm drinking water more nowadays, and I'm getting on track more vegetation and attaining a more healthy lifestyle and my daily exercise regimen. So I'll probably get better on that.
Yep, you should. So you should actually talk to your doctor about it, because if you are suffering from poor nutrition, they can give you tests, and you really should look into that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll be sure to.
Maybe you have an iron deficiency. Should totally ask.
Yeah. Okay. Like before my checkup, I usually go in a week earlier and give a little blood for blood work. So yeah, they wouldn't know at that point.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll be sure to talk to my doctor about that.
I'm just really tired. Like, I had a really stressful shift today. Like, I had this one table that just was really nasty and had me running around, and they didn't even, it just was. It's so mentally stressful, this job, and it's so surprising to me still how just one table can exhaust me, and I don't even want to do anything else. I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, that sounds like me after I check some of my emails and the similar stress.
What? But it's that's not the same thing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I go through my emails and I see shocking news. Yeah, I pretty much what I
Wait,
think.
that's so different. Are you trying to tell me that's the same thing?
Okay, well, I'm not saying it's the same thing, but yeah, it's like yeah, you get all these bad inputs, and then
It's
you
just emails. What are you talking about? I am going to a real job. I'm on my feet all night. I have to deal with people who treat me like shit. And then, the best part? They don't even have to tip me afterwards. And so I don't even get money. What the hell are you talking about stress? You don't know what stress is and exhaustion.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
I have a real job. You sit around and get free money because the government thinks that you aren't capable of being a part of society.
at least I'm working on getting a job, and I'm sure I'll be getting to work soon enough. But yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
well, how's that coming along? I mean, come on, Chris. I mean, I'm really sorry, but it's totally not the same thing. I mean, come on. I mean, okay, what have you done recently?
Okay, wait a minute. What have I done recently with a job and whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, have you put out more applications? Have you even called them? You said you would call them, and I bet you haven't.
I have called them,
What did they say?
and I mean I have not called them recently, so it's still like
So
it's in
you
the
didn't call them.
I did. I called them when I called them I called them yesterday. Okay.
What did they say?
Yeah, I told you, they're still reviewing applications, and they will get back to me.
Still, I don't think you realize what stress and exhaustion is. Like, not only am I physically running around, but it's emotionally draining. Like, I have to act nice to these people. I have to laugh when they flirt with me, all knowing that it may be for nothing. They may not even leave me anything. Like, that is exhaustion. That is stress.
Okay. Yeah, physical and emotional. That is stress. Yeah, I
I
just
mean,
have to deal with.
that's stress to be exhausted with, not because I'm getting really sick of this. Like, you're always telling me I can't do the comics because of stress. I can't do this because of stress. I can't do that because of stress. What stress do you really have? You sit around all day and you draw. You play video games.
I have emotional stress.
Okay, but what emotional stress?
The fact that the trolls from their input, and also the fact that I
Stop
constantly
reading
get
it.
confused and
Stop
blank
reading it.
out.
Stop reading it. Delete
Yeah.
it. You always tell them that you're just going to delete stuff, so just delete it. Don't even look at it. It's worthless, stupid shit, just like I do. Just click it as spam, report it, TOS it, get rid of it. Because you know what? I was letting them stress me, and then you know what? No, they're just stupid. I mean, come on. You do not know real stress. Just hearing stupid people on the internet is nothing. It is the internet.
Yeah.
That's not stress, and that definitely shouldn't keep you from something as simple as drawing or going out and doing something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
you're
but
not even hearing them. It's just visual. That's not a big deal. You can totally ignore that. I mean, even if
yeah.
you do read them, it's just stupid people. Laugh at it. Be like, oh, look what these people are doing. Mean emails are not stress. They're just annoyances.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you don't work 40 hours a week and go to school. You don't have to study. You don't have to write papers. Like, that is stress. That is exhausting stress. I mean, come on.
Okay.
What
I
have
agree
you
with
done
you
like
that.
I do? I mean, like I said, I work long nights for these people who couldn't give a shit less. Now, that is stress, having to be nice to somebody who couldn't give a shit less about you.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Made it sound like I was arguing. I was trying. I wasn't even sure what the point, what I was trying to say when I started.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
just.
you know what? Just forget
I
about
mean,
it. That's the thing. I mean, come on. This is not stressful, Chris. You sit around on your ass getting handed free money. That's not even remotely fair.
Hmm, okay. Yeah.
You get
Okay.
paid to draw Sonic you and to play video games. And then you know what? Then you even if you get a job, you're still going to be getting that. That's not even remotely cool. And I mean, I'm going to work way harder, and that frustrates me. Frustrates me a lot. I mean, why do you think you get this money for free? Do you know what that says about you?
Mm, I guess it doesn't say very much about me.
No, it says the government thinks that you are too incompetent to be a functioning member of society. And you don't even seem like you're doing enough to prove them wrong.
Well, I am doing. I am on the contrary. I have been doing such. I've been actually going out applying for the jobs, and I'm working
Like what?
out.
What have you done today? What have you done today?
Well, I went out for another power walk, and
No, not
also
that. I mean for your job. I don't care about the exercise thing. Power walks aren't going to do you anything. Obviously, you're not listening to me on that when I told you need to get your heart rate up. So you know what? Fine. That's great.
yeah. I'm going to get into jogging. I just haven't gotten it. I just haven't gotten really into it yet. I jogged. I did
You need to
jog a
push
little
yourself.
bit.
You need to keep going. I mean, you need to just get into it, or else you're never going to. It's just gonna be one excuse after another. But still, how long today did you go out looking for a job?
Yeah, I went. Yeah, actually, I did go online today, and I filled out another application.
For what?
I filled out one out for Sears.
Hmm.
At least there's a cashier opening there.
I mean, if I never told you to get a job, would you have even bothered? If I didn't do all the research for you, would you have even bothered? I'm guessing the answer is no from your silence. But anyway, I mean, think about that. Even I had to do the research for you before you would even go for that. And even, oh, you can't talk about stress. I mean, how stressful is that? That I have somebody who's a friend who I'm trying to help and he won't even help himself.
I am working on helping myself.
By the way, also, well, how are you going to help yourself before I go on? How are you helping yourself?
I'm actually doing research of my own in addition to the research I get from between you and Kim.
Like what?
I actually do go online. And I actually am searching in the places I am looking to apply for. Like I actually did go online. I went on to Sears and I found they had an opening for cashier desk, so I applied for that.
Okay, that's a good start.
Oh, and also I got my reply letter from my government. Oh, wait, that I think I told you about that in the email I sent you earlier.
A reply from who? Oh, yeah, from your doctor?
Yeah, from my doctor about the
By the way, and speaking of that email, the attachments you tried to send me didn't come through. So can you send those again, like tonight? Like I need them tonight because I want to know
Yeah.
that you're on the ball because I'm tired of this. I want to
Okay.
help you and I'm stressed. And if you're not helping me help you, then that's just, something I don't need to worry about.
Okay. Well, I will resend. I will resend the I will resend the pictures.
Thank you.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, tonight was just really stressful and exhausting. And I'm sorry. I don't even think you could understand a quarter of it.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, you had a really hard day. You're physically and emotionally tired.
But I mean, it's like you don't even go through that. So it's
Actually, I have been through it. When I
okay.
worked at Wendy's for one
Okay?
thing.
What's the hardest day you've ever gone through?
The hardest thing I ever gone through.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hardest day
Okay.
you've ever gone through.
Okay. Work related. One of the hardest thing I ever gone through was like when I was working over at Wendy's. I had to take like these really heavy bags of garbage out to the dumpster. It's like, and I mean, they're really heavy. Like, I mean, granted, I had to take the cans out to the dumpster, but I had to take the bags out of the cans, and and it was just really heavy. And there was no side door to the dumpster, so I had to chuck it over, and it hit the back of my head. The bag of garbage hit the back of my head.
It's garbage. I have to do that and more. You wouldn't survive in my job. We have side work to do. I have to make sure dishes are clean. I have to roll silverware. I have to make tea. I have to do the salads. I mean, and I have to do the garbage. And it's not that hard to throw it over. I can do that. And I am smaller than you. And I'm a girl. That's it. That is it.
Mm.
Just a couple of garbage bags? Oh my God, you would die serving. You would just, oh my gosh.
Well, I'm willing to prove you. I'm willing to prove you wrong because that was so many years ago, and I've emotionally grown better out of that. I'm much tougher now.
Well, you better be, because I mean, if that's really your worst day, like, do you think it's any wonder that you got fired? I mean, maybe you just didn't apply yourself enough. I mean, emotion really doesn't have anything to do with it. You got to push yourself. You've got to have willpower. You don't have willpower right now.
I do have willpower. I admit I'm feeling a little down right now because I was bombarded earlier and I feel a little bombarded now. But still, like,
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
will
how
get over.
long have you been getting money from the government? Since you were like 18, right? I mean, come on. You need way more willpower for that. I mean, think about things right now too. You want to have a family, but if the government thinks that you can't even be a functioning member of society, what do you think girls are going to think?
Hmm. Yeah. Not think very much of me there.
I mean, what do you think other people will think? I mean, what about your parents?
I'm not sure I understood that question. I'm not sure I understood that question about my parents.
What do you think they think? I mean, do you think are they happy that you're just sitting around doing nothing?
Yeah, well, yeah, they're not happy just sitting around doing nothing, but they do actually get out and work in the yard. As a matter of fact,
No,
I think
not them. What do they think about you?
yeah, well, yeah, they wouldn't be too happy if I was just sitting around, but my mom's been really proud of me, like getting out and doing my walking, power walking, the jogging.
Yeah, stuff that you wouldn't even have done if I didn't push you to it. I mean, I'm
And,
glad you're finally doing it, but
and she's proud of me that I'm throwing myself out to get a job. And actually, after I even go as far, even go to find out about how much I could make before I lose my Social Security and
yeah,
that,
I'm
and
the
going
one
out to
who
apply for
gave
the
you all
jobs.
that information. It was me. I'm the one who did all that shit. You wouldn't have even done it if it weren't for me. Do not take credit for that. I'm the one who suggested it. I'm the one who pushed it. I had to get on you for a week before you did anything. If I heard that, I would have done it right away.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. I do not take claim for it. I know that you and Kim have been pushing me, mostly you. Y'all have been
I mean,
pushing
have you
me.
ever done anything on your own? I mean, especially something that would make your parents proud?
Well, at least, yeah, y'all did not have to force me to, but at least at least I was able to get out and start socializing a little more. Like I went out to the mall now and then, and Alderman Library. I did not even have to be pushed to do that.
Okay, how many friends have you made? That's social. That's a lot more social than going out. Just going out to the mall by yourself, that's not social. Making friends is social.
Yeah, but I meet people.
Okay, like who?
Yeah, unfortunately, most of them just pass by. Okay, so yeah, I haven't really made too many confirmed friends, but at least I made acquaintances.
Like who?
Yeah, I did not catch their names.
Okay, then they're not friends, they're not acquaintances. You need to at least know them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's just
Well.
kind of lonely and sad.
Yeah. For a long time, I have considered myself lonely and sad.
Why haven't you done anything to change it if it's so lonely and sad? I mean, come on. What have you done to change it?
Like I'm actually, like I started like a year or two ago. Talking to people, getting to know people, going to church, finding social outings to go to. Oh, excuse me, my mom. Yeah. Hi, Mom. Yeah. Sure, Mom. Let me look at food for you. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just talking to Kacey. What's up? Do you have your dollar left over? Okay. Actually, I put the rest of what I had in my wallet in the bank before I came home from sheet. I had enough to buy the sandwich. I put $5 in the bank. Yeah, you did. Oh, okay. You just $5 to get $1 in the bank. So how much money you get back? Yeah, I currently have like 14 something in the bank now. Keep it. Yeah, I'll check. See. Yeah. I'm not trying to be hard on this legal stuff. You sit down with Dad when he's not in the middle of something. Ask him to, and he does, there's no hurry. Did you read this information and see what you think of? I'm not sure you're trying to be harsh or anything. I mean, it's not just an opinion I need. I want to get my signed sheet copyright registered. I know. So that I can further enforce it, especially the current situation. I don't think anybody. Christian, there will be the people out there talking to you about what you do. Yeah, but I mean, what if this video game, the Project Nemo, is in reality a science sheet game, and I'm not getting the credit for it? Sometimes you just want to have to think, hey, let me tell you something. From my experience, I have worked for a lot of people in my life, in a lot of groups, okay? And my role, no matter what it was, whether it was secretary, administrative assistant, whatever, I worked for top company officers. I worked for owners of companies, all kinds of department managers, etc. And I've worked in different types of businesses, which gave me exposure to the way they operate, what they manufacture and sell, or what they just sell, whether it's an animate object or an inanimate object. So I've had quite a variety of experience of serving, okay, for the total benefit of the company in all kinds of situations. So even when you want something, it gives you a sense of humility if you put yourself in a mental role of serving. You're serving during the issue, but you show humility and caring that, this will help others. Of course, you want to make money on it, too. But there's a lot. And you know what? You don't learn all this stuff. I tell you a lot of them bits and pieces here in a few minutes. But that was a lot of years of my life. And each section of your life that you go through is different. Say, every 7 years, your perspective has changed somewhat. Because you learn some other things. And you learn all you can, you read all you can, you talk to people all you can. You learn to do small work at home, menial, housework, outside work. It's good for your creative mind, and it makes things look nice, okay? And that helps you mentally, too. Like having the kitchen free. I'm sorry that I got sick, and I've been sick for so long, because I enjoy all the hard work you and I did, bringing stuff in here, taking it apart in Richmond, moving it over here, putting it back together over here. And who did we think about first? You and your father. Where we going to put your stuff, and where we going to put your dad's stuff? What you all use, okay? And you all want to keep everything to keep that you thought you might need or that you lived with every day until the last trip. And I'm here to tell you that I almost killed myself at least twice. I mean, it was just a hairline
things that kept me from killing myself accidentally. One was that big chair of Dad's downstairs. I took it apart, so it was in two pieces, and I fell with it going down the back steps over there, and then picking it up the hill on the wagon, and it fell off. It fell off the wagon twice. I fell down the steps with one part of it, and it was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 steps. That was the worst time. Scared me, fatigued me. But see, I allowed you to go to your game. I think Dad took you on those. Yeah, your father took you to that last card game. And I was there by myself. And I had all the stuff of your father's and yours. And then mine came last. And that was one election, day and night. And I was so fatigued, and then I had to go drive and drive and drive to find gas. 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. Your father should have got it put in the truck.
Wait, wasn't I with you on that gas trip?
Yeah, you were with me.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And Dad was in the car. Yeah, he was driving the car. And we had a hard time finding gas. Well, realistically, when he went back to get the whole thing, we went to get the truck initially, or when he went back to get the thing that we hooked up to the truck, he should have remembered gas, because they sold gas at the railroad station for trucks.
Yeah.
Then I had to drive all the way from over there over here. And I was so tired, I was surprised that I made it, that we made it. And the next day, I was trying to get some rest, and your father yelled at me to get out of bed and unload that truck, because we had to take the truck back by such and such a time. Instead of telling me the day before what time we were going to have to take the truck back, it would have just cost us extra road. Went over the deadline time.
Yeah. Okay.
But that has, I haven't had an opportunity since we got the stuff here and I've never had the opportunity to really do the things that I wanted to do. Okay? We've been back 9 years. I still haven't done the things I want to do.
Well,
wait a minute. I try to do what I can do. The most I have every day, because of my health and because of the medicine, I only have 2 to 4 hours of energy at the most. I do. Now today I did one thing that totally took me down. That was I brought the little wagon. So we could clean up the mess out here, put in the wagon in the trash cans and take it up to be burned. And on top of that, another thing that upset me, took my energy away, was your father yelling at me when I was asleep to wake me up. Instead of coming in and being nice and kind, and he comes in and is abusive, and screams at me. Because I won't help you. Well, when I tried to recharge that battery the last time, I spent a lot of time out there. Just, by the way, and he was determined. He didn't want to help me, okay? He wasn't interested. He is only interested in making things look like he did them. It was his idea. And I really didn't have anything to do with it. Even when I help him, I get no credit for anything. He never gives me credit to my face, or if he's talking to anybody else, just like he tells you sometimes. Well, I don't get no help from your mother. Oh, what? No, it's his own attitude, which is wrong, which is absolutely wrong. I give you credit. I need you to start looking around and doing what you can do, because there's a lot you could do, because you are healthy and young. And don't get so involved in these other things that you've been getting involved in. Yeah, but I've let you ride. I've let you ride. And now it's time that I'm going to crack down on you, and I'm going to demand that you help me every day, whether I ask you to or not. I'm expecting you to help improve the indoors of the house and the outside. Yeah, I don't know what it is you would want me to do. Anything. I can't even tell. Right, come in here and look. What is it that you can clean up, straighten up in your room? There's a lot you could do. Okay, well, can we concentrate outside my room? Like, I know we could do the kitchen and the living room, but that's got to require your direction. Require your direction on how to put this thing. Downstairs right now, there's vacuuming that needs to be done. The carpet needs to be cleaned, and there are things to be moved. And there are a lot of clothes that got to come upstairs or go to Goodwill. Yeah, most of them, and online do have some upstairs. Yeah. And I bought 2 chests. There's one in the kitchen, there's one in that closet. And they both have drawers. Yeah, but, where do you expect me to put them in here, in my room? I didn't say put them in your room. There's a chest in that closet, and a chest at the end of the kitchen. But all you do is stack up stuff in the kitchen like you do in here, and we need to move some things in the kitchen, but it takes 2. And I have to feel like doing it. I don't feel that's what's not the chest of closet. You put it in where I already had a bunch of my stuff in there. Where was I going to put that stuff elsewhere? I didn't know where else to put it. Especially that love doll. You could stuck that in the other one. Then it gets hot. It gets hot in there, and then it will just like we need to clean the walls of the shower. Yeah. And the bathroom. Yeah, we got a lot to do. I know. And regrouting. Removing the grout between the tiles and then regrouting, and that it's slow and tedious. Yeah. We got this. One thing. Sorry about that. Kacey, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I just had to listen to my mom rant herself,
Your mom made a lot of good points, though.
Yeah.
Like, she's nothing like, you tell me. I didn't hear a lot, though. Like, what was she talking about?
It's like, she's definitely, it's like she had a burst of energy right now, and then it's like, and it's telling me about, how we could, her ideas of what we could do to work on the inside and outside of the house, move things around and clean things up.
Well, are you going to help her then?
Yeah, I've been wanting to help her for a long time, but I just didn't have. I just didn't know where to put things.
If you don't need it, you throw it out. Quite simple.
Yeah, I told her that too, but she doesn't want to throw any of her stuff out. And plus, did you hear that part in the beginning? It was like, mostly dealt with about me and my father's stuff. Never really gave much thought to her stuff. It's like, whatever. It's like at that point, it psychologically links to like, whatever is hers. It's like, she just feels like she has to hold on to herself.
Maybe this is her way of saying that she's ready to not do that. I mean, maybe you should start getting rid of some of your stuff in your room as an example to her.
Yeah.
She sees you doing it and getting rid of a lot of stuff in your room. I'm pretty sure it'll help ease her into it.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
I mean, I bet there's tons of stuff you can get rid of in your room. I mean, you don't really need all those toys, do you? I mean, you're 27.
Yeah. I'm still going over the toys thing, but like more importantly though, yeah, I do have like paper stuff I could sort out and put somewhere else or get rid of.
Well, paper isn't much. It doesn't take up a lot of room. I mean, like your room is filled with toys. Like maybe you can at least get all the stuff off the wall and the ceilings. I mean, like have an adult bedroom.
Mm.
Like your room looks like a 12-year-old lives there.
I'll think about that.
You don't need to think about it. Your mom is seriously, she came to you and reached out to you, and you need to reach back out to her. Come on, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Have some willpower. Is it really going to hurt you if you get rid of all that stuff? Are you going to suffer because of it?
I mean, I guess not everything. I get rid of a lot of it. Yeah.
I think you should take everything down from your walls. Make your room a lot more adult. Because I mean, I think maybe what's keeping you from a correct frame of mind is that you're holding on to just too many things. You ever think about that? I mean, how are you supposed to be an adult when you're sitting in your room, all you can see is childish things? I'm not saying that it's not okay to have some of them, but I mean, all over your walls and your ceiling, come on. Besides, some of it's collector stuff, you can sell it. If not, donate it. Think of how happy you'll make somebody, sharing your stuff like that. I mean, you should probably keep maybe like 5% of the stuff in your room.
Now that's too little.
No, it's not. I mean, a lot of people don't have that much stuff. I mean, it's just toys. I mean, it's not like I'm asking you to get rid of your video games.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, so that's a lot of story for me to do. But I will take that into great consideration and action.
Okay, whenever you say that, you're not going to do it. I bet you can't do it. I bet you that by Monday or Tuesday, you can't have all that stuff off your walls.
By Monday or Tuesday?
I bet you can't. I bet you wouldn't do that even for me.
You know what?
I mean, it would take you a couple hours, and I bet you couldn't do it. You could do it tonight, but I bet you won't. And I want you to actually, sort through it and either give away some things or, I mean, you just can't stack it.
Yeah, all right, well, I'll tell you what. How about this?
2 hours. It'll take you 2 hours.
No, I mean, I'm gonna take you up on your thing. You say I can't do it. But can't have clear stuff off my walls and make it look a little bit neater by Tuesday. I'll take you up on that. I'll figure out where to put that.
And donate it. Don't forget to donate. Because you got to get rid of it. Your mom wants you to get rid of stuff. I want you to make an example to your mom. And your mom's going to be so proud. You just can't put it somewhere in the house, though, because that's just going to mess things up even more.
Okay, yeah.
Don't only do this for your mom. Because she is very wise, and she said a lot of things that are good.
Yeah.
You can tell her I agree with her.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, why don't you ever listen to your parents? Your mom sounds like she really cares.
I do listen to my parents. They don't talk to me much nowadays.
Okay, well, they seem to be talking to you now, so you should start doing things like they said. They are your parents. Yeah. Remember, Chris, obey thy mother and father.
Yes, yes. I almost said yes, mother. I almost said yes, mother. Can you believe that?
Freudian slip.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, I think you should do it by Monday. I mean, come on, you can do it tomorrow. I bet you could do it tonight and tomorrow. You think you can do that?
All right, I'll take you up on it, and I will.
Okay. Then right. I expect some awesome progress. I mean, maybe you could put up a video for me. To show us your progress.
I'll take some pictures and then email them to you.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, my mom asked me to sort out the plastic utensils in the kitchen sink, put them in a plastic bag so that she can wash dishes in there.
Why is there plastic in the sink?
Yeah, I said plastic utensils.
Yeah, why are they in the sink though? You throw those away. It's the whole point of them.
Yeah. It's like a lot of times. It's like plastic utensils you can reuse. You can wash and reuse them.
No, you can't sterilize those. Ew. No, they're plastic for a reason.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah, my mom wants me to put them in a bag so she can get them off there so she can. I
mean, don't you have like real silverware?
Yeah, we have real silverware.
Why don't you use it?
Well, from my point of view, I don't know where they are.
You don't know where they are? In your kitchen?
We used to have them all in a drawer, but now it's like they're scattered, and they're mostly in the sink, underneath the dishes and the plastic utensils.
How much is in your sink? I mean, how long has it been since you've used them?
Yeah, it's been overflowing for months.
Chris.
I know. But then it's like.
I mean, how is this not motivating you to do something when you can't even use your own silverware? I mean, like, there's not bugs, are there?
Frogs.
Frogs? Wait, there's frogs in your house?
No. There are no frogs in our house.
What were you talking about then? I meant, like, are there bugs? Because of the mess.
Oh, you said bugs.
Yeah, not frogs, bugs.
Yeah, we do sometimes get bugs inside the house. We get ants sometimes.
That's it? I mean,
we also get like flies, even a couple of wasps.
Wasps? I mean, like, but there aren't like any like mice or roaches or anything, are there?
I have not seen any mice or roaches. Oh yeah, we did have moths in the house as well.
Maybe there's like some cracks that they're getting in. I mean, you should probably really, really clean that house.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how bad it is because I haven't been there, but if you can't even get to your own somewhere, that sounds pretty bad. I could never even get to halfway there.
Yeah, I feel for you there.
I mean, how could you let that happen? How could you let it get that bad?
Ah,
I don't understand.
I don't understand either. It just kind of happened.
Okay, that's a lot of it just happens. You'd have to just not care for years.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it's like also,
it's your fucking house. Don't you want to live in it? I mean, that's kind of lazy and gross.
but also like mainly it was like my mom that was supposed to. I was like doing dishes upstairs. I mean, like, our
Why
kitchen is
wouldn't you take initiative though? Your mom wants you to help out. You're like she says, you're young and healthy. You know, she's retired, right? So I mean, you should be doing those things.
Yeah, well, still, yeah, we have a two rack dishwasher with a silverware section in the front. And I'm still confused on what can go. I mean, aside from big plates and small cups, I could confused about some things which can go on the top rack, which can go on the bottom rack, like I don't know, like a
Just put
pizza
dishes in
cutter.
it, put soap in it, you're done. It's a dishwasher. But you can also wash dishes by hand.
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't pile the dishes on top of them and you have to scrape them first, make sure there's no debris. Just throw them in the dishwasher, put some soap in there, you're done, and then you can hand wash them.
Okay. Yeah.